Does anyone else have that problem where you're really motivated, you have a lot of ideas, but you just don't know what to choose and you don't know where to begin, so you just don't start anything at all? Maybe you want to start a business, but there's just so many ideas and so many things that you're interested in that you can't figure out what to choose. Or maybe you want to go to grad school, but there's so many things that you're interested in studying that you just can't seem to pick one. Unfortunately, I was like that for years before I even got any clarity or any answers on what I wanted to actually pursue. But the good news is that if you're just trying to figure out what to choose and you already have things that you're interested in, the answer is just to pick one, any of them. Now listen to this part carefully. The answers you're looking for are just on the other side of choosing something and starting. It might not be the answer you guys want to hear, but trust me, if you just pick something, you are going to learn enough to where you will realize exactly what you want to do and how you want to go about it.
Michael Jackson used to say when he would get a new idea musically that he had to record it right away because he thought Prince was going to take it. And as funny as that might sound, the point of what he was saying is when you get an idea, you need to act on it. Jeff Bezos wasn't the only person that thought about selling books on the internet. The person who founded Uber wasn't the only person that thought of better transportation with easier access. But they were the first people to act on that idea, patent it, and keep going. A lot of you right now have ideas that could change your life. It might not be as big as creating Amazon, right? But it could be something that could wind up changing your entire life. We have examples like Keith Lee and other people who just got on this app and just started putting out content. All of a sudden, they're sitting front row at award shows, making millions of dollars a year, feeding families, changing people's lives. If you knew you had something like that sitting on you, sitting with you, why wouldn't you act on it? And you know you have those ideas. Like, you know there's something within you that could help you change your life, your family's life, your parents' life, retire people. So why would you let someone else get rich or successful off of your idea? Money and success loves speed. When you get an idea, when you get that Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment, act on it.
Y'all, life is truly what you make it. I just woke up at 5:45, went to Pilates at 6:30, came back, showered, got dressed, and now I'm on the way to my office to go ahead and package my orders for the day. And I got some coaching calls later. Like, I'm just that girl. I'm living out the life that I envision for myself. And in order for you to do the same, you need to start living that life. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes in life, the hardest thing to do is just start. I know for me, I have so many ideas in my head of things that I want to do, things I want to achieve, businesses I want to make, like so many ideas. And this has been me since I was a little kid, like just thinking about things I want to do, thinking about ways to make money, but it's more of like who I want to become. And for me, the hardest thing is just starting. Like I need to just start. I don't know why I haven't started. I don't know. It just seems like there's so much I want to do, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that it's hard, but like there's so many things I have to learn. But like, I don't know, I'm using this as like a way to hold me accountable so I can just do it. And this is for anyone else watching out there. Like, just use this as motivation to just start. I'm just making this video out of whim, and we'll see what happens from here.
For anybody else out there who struggles with the fear of failure and procrastination, start with just. What I mean by this is, when I struggle with this, I tell myself that I am just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this for 5 minutes, or I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. And because the pressure has been released and the tight grasp you have on whatever you think you should be doing has loosened, it's easier to actually do that thing without feeling the fear of failure or procrastination. Because if you're just gonna do the bare minimum, which you can do, then you end up feeling actually like a success. And the more little wins you give yourself the opportunity to have, the better you feel about yourself, the more evidence you're building towards your self-worth and self-esteem. And before you know it, you're doing everything that you want to do, but it doesn't feel like such a struggle. It doesn't feel like you're putting so much pressure on yourself that then makes you self-sabotage.
I was talking to this girl a couple of months ago, and she was telling me about, she really liked my content and everything. And she was saying, she was like, I can't wait until I have floor to ceiling windows and wood floors so I can really start making the kind of content that I want to make. And I was like, what kind of content is that? And she was like, well, I just feel like it looks aesthetically pleasing when you have a really nice apartment. I was like, yeah, it does, but why don't you think you can start now? She was like, well, I live with my parents. Everybody thinks that we have to have a perfect setting to make the type of content that we want to make. You know how many people you would be inspiring if you just started right now? People only see the after effect. They only see the nice apartment. They don't see you sleeping on your friend's couch, sleeping at your parents' house, the bad jobs. They don't see that. They only see the after product. You know how many people would be inspired if more people just started exactly where they were. If people started exactly where they were, you would inspire so many people to live in their truth.
Stop thinking so damn much and just start doing. Too many people these days think that there's an optimal way of doing something, and they will spend so much time trying to create the perfect plan before ever actually starting something. The best workout plan is the one that gets you in the gym. The best diet is the one that you actually stick to. The best coding language to learn is the one that you actually start coding with. And the best way to build a business is by picking a problem and trying to solve it. The beautiful thing about this is that no matter what you start with, you're probably wrong. Nobody, I repeat, nobody that's successful in anything is doing the same thing they did from day one. But all of them have something that they did on a day one. And from my personal experience, those who are successful, the ones that people are asking for advice, are more biased towards action. They aren't just talk and they don't wait to start something. Which paradoxically typically means that they've failed a lot more than the people who look for the optimal solution for the first time. It feels good to do research and to come up with a plan. But if you're learning about working out, or learning about coding, or learning about building a business, none of those things are actually moving you any closer to the goal. So stop thinking so damn much and just start doing.
Bro, just start. There will be no perfect moment to start. You just have to start. Bro, literally stop procrastinating, stop making excuses for yourself, and start being intentional with your time and your actions. Now go be great today!
Guys, when I tell you just to start, just start. Start on any project that you want. Start on like your lifelong dream, all of your hobbies, whatever. Things are possible. Your dreams happen. They will come true when you literally just start. You put in the work. You tell yourself, I'm going to do this. They come true. A year ago, I literally picked up a camera for the first time, and now I have a TV show that is coming out tomorrow. It is premiering tomorrow. So my biggest advice, if you're scared, start. If you don't feel like it, just start. Make time, set time aside, make sure that you just look, your life doesn't have to be together. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to make sure that you have a certain amount of money before you start something. Just start. Just take a step in the right direction, because no step is still a step. And don't make decisions off of your current comfortability. Make decisions that your future self is going to thank you for. Oh, and subscribe to my YouTube if you want to see the TV show. Bye.
Why does it seem like all the people who would do the best at content never want to make content? It's like so many people around me that are so talented or have the perfect personality for this, and I know they will blow up. And it's like they just don't want to do it. Why? And I'm sure they understand like there's potential to make a lot of money in this. So like, I really want to know what's the reason why you don't want to post. Like my brother, for example, he goes to the gym every day, does his cutting and bulking, watches his food, and he has a better physique than like more than half of the fitness influencers. But to get him to start posting, I had to fight tooth and nail. He just started. I also got a homegirl. When I tell you she's an Amazon addict, she orders something from Amazon every single day. And I told her, I was like, why don't you set up a camera, do an unboxing, and just review the items? It's already something you obviously like doing, so why not monetize it? I know you got a friend or family member or something, boyfriend, girlfriend, that's just like that, maybe attractive or skilled at something, and they don't want to post content. Tag them. Why aren't you posting?
In order to win in life, you need to be stupid enough to believe in yourself. You need to be dumb enough to believe that you can go the whole way and just get on with it. I know it probably sounds quite ironic, but being too smart will hold you back. And I'm going to tell you why. See, when you're intelligent and when you're smart, you can spot dangers. You can spot blind angles. You can rationalize things. You can see pros and cons. And you can see all the reasons why something is not going to work. Stupid people don't have that problem. They don't even have the capacity sometimes to see what could go wrong or what the pros and cons are. They just do it. They just get on with it. They have an idea, and because they're ignorant enough, they just get on with it. They just believe, yeah, why not? And they just do it. See, when you're intelligent, you analyze too much. You overanalyze. And sometimes that can cause analysis paralysis, where you spend so much time researching, so much time preparing, so much time planning that you never get to doing. And this life is about actions. It's about getting to it. And in fact, life really, making anything worthwhile happen, is about imperfect actions consistently adding up to achieve the goal. You need to fail forward. But when you're intelligent, when you're smart, you tend to be an overthinker. You want to analyze it all. You want to know everything before you go into it. If I do this, is this going to happen? No, that's not how this life works. Just get on with it. Just start. You need to fail forward. It's just like when you were a kid. When you were a little baby, you didn't analyze or conceptualize, how am I going to walk? You just seen it, and you just bit by bit started taking progress at making it happen. You walk, or you try to walk, you fall, you get yourself up, and you go again. Life is the exact same way. Imperfect action is what leads to progress. I would like to, I'd like to think I'm fairly intelligent, and that's something that has really hindered me over the time, is that I can see things. I can kind of see through things, and I can see like what the dangers are of things. I can kind of see blind angles, and a lot of the times, like, I've just been too aware of myself, too aware of like my own shortcomings, too aware of my quote unquote flaws that would like stop me from doing what I need to do. But stupid people don't think like that. They just be doing it. Well, maybe I shouldn't call them stupid people, but like, just people that aren't too intelligent. They just be doing it. Like, think about like that's one person that in school didn't do well at all, and he almost didn't even care. And he come out of school and went straight to do a trade like plumbing, electrician or something like that. I guarantee you all have one friend that went on to do something like that, and they just got into business, and then now they're just killing it. And you're probably wondering, how the hell did they do that? It's because they weren't smart enough to question themselves or question what it is that they wanted to do. They just set their heart on it. They had an interest for it, and they just worked hard and were willing to fail over and over again to make it make sense. They're not scared. They're not smart enough to be scared. I'm telling you.
The main message is, if you have a good idea, just do it, man. Just take action, and you never know. It might grow to something you never thought it would grow to. So if y'all are out there and you have ideas that you're thinking of doing, just do them. And anyway, guys, this is all for the video. If you like the video, show me some love, because I want to make better content for y'all. But anyway, y'all have a good day. It's VK. Bye-bye.
Is the reason why I'm selfish. I ain't doing it for myself. My partner's got it. You push my little brother.